Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. Tonight I'm cooking a quick dish, and it's a sweet dish, and it's going to make a quick light meal, or you can save it for your dessert. It is called fluffy jam omelette. It serves 2 or 1 if it's all you're having for dinner. Here's what we need. Come on in and I'll talk you through the ingredients list. Okay, so utensils and bits and pieces you're going to need are oven on 190, a frying pan that you can use on the stovetop and into the oven, or in my case I don't have one of those, so I'm just using an oven proof dish. You'll need 2 jugs, handy pink spatula or equivalent for mixing, a metal spoon, your mixer, egg separator for when we do the eggs, and a zester for when we do the lemon. Other ingredients are we're going to do 3 eggs which we're going to separate, 1 tablespoon of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of cream, 2 teaspoons of plain flour. I read tablespoons. There you go. 2 teaspoons of plain flour, grated rind of half a lemon, 15 grams of unsalted butter, and 2 tablespoons of jam of choice. And the only one that I've got 2 tablespoons left in is apricot jam. The other ones I'd be lucky if I can get a tablespoon out of. And I also just had to throw out some jam because it's been in there for a long time. Icing sugar to serve, that's optional if you want to put icing sugar on the top. At the end of the day, it's really more just for presentation. And also, obviously, a plate to serve it on. So come on in and let's get going. Okay, so in one of the previous episodes, you're going to have to bear with me. I've got a bit of a cold coming on and hay fever, and I just got very wet today, and also I've just had a sneezing fit, so I just feel like I'm going to start coughing every time I try to talk, so bear with me. Alright, so we're going to crack the eggs. Crack the eggs one at a time and use the separator. You may have seen me use this in a previous episode, but if you don't have one of these, other ways to do it are to just crack it in the shell and go backwards and forwards, dropping the white into the jug that you want it into. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so the yolks are going to go into the bigger jug. Oh, nearly dropped it. In it goes, and the whites are going to go into the smaller jug. Okay, next one. In we go. I find it easier to try and pick the yolk up with a spoon. Very carefully though. Oh, because I've just dropped it in there. If you do get a bit in there, don't stress too much. Maybe you can try and put it through the separator. No, it won't do it. It doesn't matter. Okay, and the last one. Alright, lucky last. Here we go. Okay, in goes the last white. So set the egg whites aside. We're going to use those shortly. So in the jug with the yolks, what we need as well, the sugar, which is 1 tablespoon. Now, I normally would have a 1 tablespoon measurer, but because I'm not going to be washing each one as I go, this is a 1/2 tablespoon. So I just put 2 of these straight in. 2 of those straight in. The cream is 1 tablespoon. And the 2 teaspoons of plain flour. Sprinkle that over the top. Now we also need to add into this the grated rind of 1/2 a lemon. Without the sticker on it, thank you very much. Alright. It's fortunate that I do have 1/2 a lemon. Been dosing up on lemon juice the last few days. Alright. So you basically, if you don't have a zester, you might have what you call a box grater, where you can basically just, there is a finer side on the grater. If you don't have either of those, just as long as you grate it, but you're better off with it zested because then it's more finely grated. Alright. Then just turn it over and wipe that into it. Oh dear. I have to try not to talk a lot. I'll be back. Okay, so you should have a nice concoction of all of those ingredients. Just give it a whip. With good old handy pink spatula. Okay. Now, we need to grab our beater. Say bye to handy pink spatula. Alright, so grab our jug with egg whites in it. And your beater. And we just basically want to beat it until we've got firm peaks. Sometimes this happens very quickly, other times it takes forever. I think we're lucky this time. Okay, that is firm peaks. Beautiful. That did not take long at all. Sometimes the colder the egg, the better actually. Alright, so just going to pop the beaters off. Beater eject. Thank you. Alright, bye beaters. They can go now. Alright, that was easier than I thought. Alright, grab this. We're going to fold it in with our metal spoon. Now, at this time, you need to melt that unsalted butter in your frying pan over the stove top, which I do not have, as I said. So the other way you can overcome that issue is to just put the pan straight into the oven, like preheat it for about a minute, which is what I'm going to do, and I'll be back when it's melted. There we go, that didn't take long at all. I just put it in the oven and preheated it. So all we're going to do now is we're going to pour in the egg mixture. We're going to bake this for 6 minutes until risen and golden. So I will see you in 6 minutes. My buzzer didn't want to buzz, but it's definitely done. I've sort of prodded it. So what you need to do, slide it onto a plate. Everyone knows how much fun that can be. Sliding an omelette onto a plate. And waking it up. Okay. Alright, now it just looks like a bad mess. Okay. Doesn't look done in the middle. Best way to do it is to just get 2 egg flips. That might just be the butter. 2 egg flips, wrinkle it up. Carry it onto the plate. Well, it looks a bit munted. Munted omelettes aren't fun. Most of the omelettes I make sort of look semi like that. Alright. We'll say that's an omelette. Okay, so we want 2 tablespoons of jam of choice on the top. Well, in the middle. Well, we're going to actually spread it on. Yeah, because this is the fun part, isn't it? Grab a spoon. Alright, let's go. Alright, just use the back of the spoon to spread it. Fold it over. Looks really bad. Okay, well, sort of looks like lemon curd. It's not a bad thing. I do like lemon curd. Alright, cut that in half. Serve it. Good to go. Thank you for watching Fluffy Jam Omelette. I'll catch you on the next adventure. Bye!